Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan. I'm going to tell you if this game's worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, now set in ancient Greece during the Peloponnesian War. Is this an Odyssey worth embarking on? Assassin's Creed Odyssey is available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and you can also get it on Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. If you want to buy it, it's $60, but buy it on sale, and the game will take you at least 45 hours, much more if you're a completionist. So what exactly is Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Well, it continues the framework laid in Origins by making Assassin's Creed a more open world, level-gated style affair, but adds a significant number of improvements, gameplay features, and tasks to get that Skinner box clicking. You play as either Alexos or Cassandra, hint, pick Cassandra, a Spartan turned mercenary who is smack dab in the middle of the Peloponnesian War, where Sparta and Athens are duking it out for control. A great time for a mercenary, it seems, as your skills for hire are needed on both sides, but your ex-Spartan is also trying to discover their past and parentage, and how it ties into a larger conspiracy that is absolutely not the Templars, but kind of is. The story serves as a driving force for the core gameplay loop, which is your usual Ubisoft fare. A map littered with markers of stuff to do, zones gated by either story or level, and lots of gorgeous vistas, landscapes, and architecture to feast your eyes upon in ancient Greece. The activities this time around are much more numerous and diverse than Origins. You have the usual stuff, clearing camps, exploring caves, and killing leaders, but now you also have boat battles and a cruise ship to maintain, hostile mercenaries that roam the lands trying to cash in on your bounty, and the big new mechanic, swinging each region's favor either towards Sparta or Athens, then engaging in a big battle on one of the two sides to either attack or defend the region and getting rewarded. And speaking of rewards, there is much more loot in this game than Origins. In addition to melee weapons and bows, you now gather armor pieces, all of which have different rarity tiers and passive attributes that can be modified and upgraded at smiths. There are even set items which, if worn together, will give unique abilities as well. This also ties into the improved combat, with the skill tree pared down to be more focused on a host of abilities you can spend adrenaline on, ranging from poison attacks to war cries to a Spartan kick that'll always look funny. The loop here remains the same, however, as you'll be going zone to zone, completing minor objectives, always working towards some short-term goal in service of the long-term one, until you get to the last 10 hours of the game where everything goes completely nuts in a good way. And that's honestly most of it. There is a lot of systems in play in Odyssey, and I probably missed some, but the main point is it's a map covered in stuff to do to feed the gradual improvements, paired with some gorgeous landscapes, a ton of loot, and a bunch of new gameplay systems. So what do I like about Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Well, the new wide diverse amount of things to do really helps keep the overall flow of the game fresh, unlike Origins, where some of the sameness of the task did start to wear on me. Additionally, I actually really loved this game's loot system. I mean, there might be too much loot, but it does make every activity feel worth it because the chance of getting something awesome, and figuring out how to min-max my character paired with the skills I picked was really fun. And lastly, like Origins, the environment and world are the true standout here, with some gorgeous architecture, beautiful vistas of ancient Greece, and a lot of great historical references that make the journey engaging. When it comes to the bad, while the combat has been improved, it is still more floaty than precise, with it never feeling as punchy as other third-person action games, and mostly relying on you just mashing enemies to death. The new parry system is fantastic though, it feels great. Additionally, the game's middle section does get a bit tedious, with the first 10 and last 10 hours feeling incredible, and the middle 20 being just okay. You know, it's okay to make shorter Assassin's Creed games, Ubisoft, if the 20-hour versus 40-hour experience feels tight. And lastly, this is still a here's a map with a massive checklist of stuff to do, go for it type game, with no natural exploration as you'll just be heading towards waypoints, and it's designed made to trick you into getting small dopamine hits so you keep playing. This is not a bad thing per se, but if you don't fall for the formula, it will not speak to you. As you know, I rate games here on a 3-point scale, must play, maybe consider, don't bother. Now, if you are a follower of this channel, you know I don't really love Ubisoft open world style games, but for some reason, this one worked for me, and I'm going to give it a must play. I am capable of admitting when I am wrong. I liked this game's loop. Between the loot game, the ship stuff, the territory control, the mercenary system, and something to do every couple of feet, this game really worked at keeping me engaged. I do wish it was a bit shorter so you could get to its hilariously crazy endgame faster, but Odyssey to me is easily the best of the open world Assassin's Creed games, and is worth checking out if you enjoy historical open world experiences. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think of Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I'm still kind of shocked at how much I enjoyed it, considering how much I do not like other Ubisoft open world games, but hey, this one's pretty good. So maybe go out there and give it a look.